Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. We heartily welcome you all to our YouTube channel cadcaemaster. If you enjoy what you see, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an upload. Well, this is the agenda here. We'll go through the ANSA GUI. So we'll start with the basic. How do we start the ANSA? How do we load the file? And then we'll see some of the tools, and then we'll see how do we set the ANSA settings. And then finally we do the simple geometry cleanup activity for our front dome, and then we'll mesh that dome, and then we'll try to fix the quality criterias. Yeah, and then we'll see few tips and tricks in ANSA. Well, let's get started with this. Well, so this is the step file of the car. The car model is confidential, and this is just for educational purpose, and this is complete BIW, which I have saved it in the form of a step file. So now we'll take this model into account and we'll start exploring ANSA. Let's see. Okay, now you could see this is the model which I have loaded in the ANSA. Okay, if you're a beginner, if you don't know how to open the ANSA or how to load the models, so for that what you need to do is just go to the search, just search for the ANSA, just select that version. Okay, and then just click on the layout, just select the ANSA here, just click OK. So do that, your ANSA file will load, and this is the UI you'll get it. Okay, and initially you'll be getting this release highlight, this tab. So here you could see all the latest updates of the ANSA 25, you'll get it. Okay, if you want to know more about the each and every updates of the ANSA 25, you can just click on the smooth migration, which I had covered in the last video. You can just refer that. Well, how do we load the model now? So you can just go open here, or else you can use this file and open. Okay, and then I can directly go to the location where you have the files. So I would like to open this ANSA model. So you can just simply double click on this. So if you already opened it, it will show as a open file. Okay, like this you can load the model. Okay, so I have already loaded it. So as of now I'll just simply close it and we'll work on this. Okay, now before getting into the actual session, I would like to introduce the complete GUI of the ANSA. Okay, the initial one is this one, so which is the status bar. You're gonna get all the details about what exactly you're doing it. You could see I have saved the model, so this is the location where I have saved it, and these are the tools, okay, which are at the bottom dock. Okay, this is the new update in the ANSA 25, the pick tool. You have the property, ANSA part, entity mode. Okay, you can just select the entities, you can directly switch to the property, and you can only select the properties likewise. Okay, yeah, here in the selections I'll switch to entity mode, and in the here we have the entities with entity nodes. We have two options. Okay, this is the draw mode. Draw mode, we have the PID mode, and here we have the PID region. So we use mostly the PID and sometimes the macro area. So once you mesh the model, I'll show that as well. So this is with respect to the angle. Draw angle, you define it according to that. You can able to select the area. Okay, these are all you can able to see here. So this is connected model. Here it shows single bonds. Single bond in the sense they are not connected, means these all are separated. So this model needs to be corrected. We need to do the manual model build activities on this one to correct it. I'll show how to do that later. Okay, and here again these are the selections. So in that tools we have the loop, poly area selection, polyline brush and all. So we'll see these things later on. Okay, and these are the focus tools. This is to just to hide a particular component, or if you want to like to see only one, you can just select one and middle click again. So this tool will help you to take it to I0. Okay, only to work on only one component. If you want to show everything, you can just click on it. If you want to invert, you can just select this one, invert, you'll have everything. Now again I'll invert this. If you want to store this view, okay, let me just show all. And if you want to store this view, the lock this view, you can just go here, store lock, and you can just save it as full. Okay, so you can just simply enter, and here in the lock view it will be stored. Okay, you can just simply drag it up. This is the one. Let's say if I only focus on this. Okay, now if you want to go back to the lock view, you can just simply select here and show. Okay, likewise you can work on these. Okay, so let's say I would like to take only this region. So let me, not the PID, I'll just select only one entity, this one. Okay, now I want the nearby components, nearby paths or the entities. So for that you can use this one, the first level, like one by one it will explore. If you want everything in one shot, you can select all. So this particular entity, wherever it is connected until that region, it will try to select everything. Okay, likewise we use this. So this is again near function, and then so this is the entity mode activated, so I'll show all. So everything is in entity mode. So here you can come back and you can switch to the PID mode, and you can even switch to material mode. Okay, likewise you can do it. So most predominantly we use the PID mode as well as entity mode, remember that. Okay, and here this is just for the mesh model, and this is the CAD representation, and this is the entire solid representation. You're gonna see everything here, and this is without all the model. Okay, these are just single bounds, and double bounds it will just show the curves. Okay, and these are the fringes. We have the different types of fringes available. Okay, so we have the elemental quality. Okay, and then we have the quality check, everything is available, but right now we haven't meshed this model, so it is not useful. We'll see these things later on. Okay, this is the CAD representation. So if you want to hide the CAD, you can just simply click on it, and if you would like to work on the shells, this is the one. Meanwhile, we'll see these all the tools. Okay, well, so I hope you're familiar with this tool. So 90% of the time we use these all the tools, so I will just explain this one, and remaining everything I'll explain while taking the session only. Okay, so I'd like to suggest to switch to Optistruct tech, okay, for information, and I would rather work on the black background. For that you can just go here in the settings, and here in the colors you can switch, just drag it towards the side, and from linear to you can set it to flat, and in the color you just set it to black and click OK. Okay, and you can just save this one here, settings, if you want, but right now I would like to keep it as it is. Well, now our the model is here. Now this is the auto hide doc is available, so you can just auto hide your database, and you can even bring it back if you just click on this. Okay, and if you just hover on it, you'll get it back like this. Okay, so one more important thing. So initially we have the database only pinned, but if you would like to have the includes, properties, materials, and sets, you can pin them. So we don't have it in the beginning, so people might find difficult to find these things. So just activate from here, you can pin it, and you can find your properties, all the properties. You can see the property details. You can use this filter. Let's say I would like to see the thickness. You just mentioned T here, so activate this, so it will show the thickness of these all the PIDs. Okay, similarly you can explore these all the things later on, but right now not needed. Okay, so let us jump into the basic ANSA working. So now let me take you through simple geometry cleanup activities. Okay, now you can just, let's say if you would like to work on the ANSA And if you're the beginner, for the first time if you're working, I would like to show how you're gonna use your uh, GUI to rotate the models and pan the models. Okay, first thing, the for zoom in and zoom out, you can use the middle cursor button. If you scroll up, it will zoom out, and if you scroll in, it will zoom in. Okay, like this. And if you want to rotate your model, you just need to hold the control, left click, hold and drag. That is left click plus control, you need to hold both and you need to drag it likewise. Okay, and if you would like to move this, again hold the control, middle click and drag. Okay, that is again a repeat, hold the control plus middle cursor button and drag your model like this. Okay, to pan the model, that is move the model. I hope it is clear. Yep. So again, to rotate this, you can again use the right click and control to rotate it. Well, so this is just to navigate your model, and these are the trias axis. You can see X, Y, Z. We have it here for your representation. Well, let's jump into the modeling activities now. Now, I would like to work on this particular component that we call it as the front dome. So if you take the card, it is front left dome, we can call it. Okay, how do we isolate this? I'd like to switch to from entity mode to PID mode, and this is single PID. Now what I want to do is I would like to only isolate this. So what you can do is you can just activate I0 and switch to PID mode and try to select. You could see even though I'm selecting the PID, it is not selecting whole PID because this particular dome is not connected. It shows single bonds in between because the model is strong. So what do we do now? So for this, you can even activate the PID mode and try, but it is not going to work. So what I'll do is I'll just select any of the one entity from here. Just select that, middle click, it's gone. Again, one more time you middle click. And now it will show only that, right? Now, what you can do is go to the property manager, that is property tab, and from here you activate this icon. If it is unchecked, you can't select here. If you check this, you can able to select the PIDs from the graphics. Just click on this and it will highlight here. And now you can right click and show only. Okay. And now you have all the entities related to this particular PID. Well, now this PID has the issues. How do we fix it? Okay, to fix that, let us start with the tools. The first one is the geometry editing tools. Okay, these are the cleanup tools, can use them, and these are the direct editing tools. I rather utilize the direct editing tools a lot, so now I would like to show how to use it. First thing is the edit geometry. Activate this, and let's say I would like to connect this. You can see it got connected. Similarly, I would like to connect this edge. It is done. Now this is a manual process, right? Each and every edges I need to manually connect. So it's a time consuming and tedious process. So instead of that, what you can do is you can use the cleanup tools. So we have the direct tool, that is heal. You can just select that tool and select everything in the graphics area and just middle click, and tool will try to fix it. Now you could see wherever it is possible for the tool, it has fixed. Good, right? Advanced tool. Now I could see some cavities are there. I think these are errors in the model. How do we fix it? Either you can use these tools, fill, extrude, and these all the advanced tools, or else you can activate again this tool, that is edit geometry, and you can use the advanced tool. You can simply drag it like this. You can see how is it filled. Simply here, let us try. Yeah, this is done. Let's check again where it is. Yeah, again one more region here. How do we fix it? Let me try. Yeah, and from here to here. Yeah, this region is quite difficult to fix now. What do we do with this now? First thing, I'll delete this. Okay, you can right click and delete. Okay. Okay, to fix this, I would like to use the fill tool, and let's try with the fill. Okay, this is the option. You can just activate this loop. You can select everything in one loop, and it will try to fix it. Okay, like this, you can fix this. Well, so similarly, you can do one thing. Let's say I would like to refine whole model, so you can see fine tune the resolution. So what I can do is I can select whole model. Is it possible? Select multiple, select everything, right click. Yeah, fine tune the resolution. Okay, I'll equalize this. Yeah, now it is fine tuned. Control Z. You can see it was not that fine enough. When I use the fine tune, would say at this region it is properly like code has been properly fined, means resolution has been fixed. Now similarly, as I told, you can use these all the advanced tools and fix it up, and now you can see you can remove these edges if you don't want it from like this, but right now I need it. I'll keep it as it is. Now let's say if you're fine with this geometry, and then next what you can do is you can mesh this model. To mesh this model, you can switch to the surface mesh. You could see it shows the entire model. So you could see in this one we have the single bonds, double bonds, and the triple bonds activated. Green, you could see it is the double bonds, single bonds are the red, triple bonds if we have the magenta color, a kind of purple. So you can see it's a blue color somewhat. It's a double, like triple bond we can say. Okay, now to mesh this model, you can see in the surface mesh we again have the direct edit tools. I'll show how to use them, but right now I'd like to set the mesh. You can just use this mesh settings, and here you can set your parameters. In the target length we have the average perimeter also. I'll simply define the length as 2 mm. I need it. Here we have the mixed, quad and tria, ortho tria. So preferably I would like to use the mixed. Okay, if needed you can try with the quad and trias, but right now for the shell elements we mostly use the mixed. So I would like to try the first order. I'll just set it up as it is. Okay, yep, so you can even set the shell criteria, that is mesh criteria. So I would like to maintain the aspect ratio, yeah, and then skewness, and the maximum and the minimum length, and the maximum minimum angle for the quads and trias. Okay, if you want you can even maintain the Jacobian. Yeah, so these are the minimum requirement for me, and then you can simply click on OK. Once you are done with this, you can switch to the generate mesh. Now just select this. Here we have the batch mesh and the generators. I would like to go ahead with the batch mesh, and in this mesh settings, if you just click on this icon, it will directly take you to the same, so you don't need to worry about. So directly you can switch to generate mesh, and you can set everything. The mesh size I had set it to 2. I had set the mesh type here, first order, everything is here. I would like to select whole model, and now you can see if I middle click, it will try to mesh the model. Inconsistent values has been detected. Yeah, so what exactly we have done is we have defined the fine tuning the surface, right? So for that it is showing like that. Now let's see. Yeah, our mesh is ready, right? Okay, you can just simply click on OK. You could see how well it has meshed. Now somewhere I feel this mesh is too fine. Now if you would like to change the mesh from 2 mm, we have defined it, to 4 mm, what do we do? For that you can directly switch to improve tool. Here we have it, just select that tool. Okay, from here I would like to reconstruct the entire mesh. Target length I would like to keep it 4 mm. Now I'll select whole model like this. Okay, and now middle click. Now it will ask you to keep these edges or not. If you would like to remove everything, you can just select this and you can remove all the parameters and all, but I would rather suggest to keep it because these are all needed, because it has captured the features properly, and if you remove it, tool won't capture the features properly. Okay, remember that. So sometimes we might need to remove some regions, that we'll see later. Okay, so now I'm just reconstructing the entire 2 mm mesh to the 4 mm mesh. I hope it's clear for you guys. Now you could see it got changed from 2 mm to 4 mm middle click. Okay, now this is how you can see this. You can switch to the entity mode for information, and you could see everything gray outside. We have the yellow inside. So if you would like to make orientation reverse, you can again switch to geometry, and here we have the orient tool. You can switch yellow outside, and similarly you're gonna get back the same. It depends. Okay, okay, now how do we check the elemental qualities? To do that, you can switch to this one. So we have the quality. You can activate the criteria. You could see with respect to the defined criteria, aspect ratio, skewness, warp edge, angle, minimum, maximum length, which I have defined. Minimum length I had kept it as 3, maximum length I had kept it as 6 mm. Depending upon that, you have the off elements this much. Yeah, to fix the qualities, you can switch to this surface mesh, and you can try with the improve tool. In that we have the reconstruct, that is fixed quality. Activate that and just select the regions like this and middle click, and you could see once you do that, it will try to fix it. Show old, and this is the new one. And if you rerun it, it will try to again reduce them. Okay, likewise. Okay, I'll just simply click on OK. So this is with the fix. The software automatically tries to fix few elements. Now I would like to only check for the maximum length. So these are the regions where we have the maximum length. How do we fix it now? Okay, in this case what we can do is you can activate the direct edit mesh. You can try joining here. It's not working in this case because there is something wrong with this one. To deal with this, you can activate the geometry and you can remove this parameter once, and again you can bring it back. So it has fixed that issue, correct? In this case, you can even join this if needed here. This is fine. And here I would like to use the edit mesh, and I would like to split this one like this. It's fixed, correct? If you want, you can just drag it like this to have a proper flow, but if you do that, it will collapse the mesh. Fine. And in this case also I'd like to split this. Similarly here in this case splitting might not be the good idea, but let us see. So in this case, if you have multiple, you can simply drag and drop it like this to remove. Yeah, let me just split it. You can just hold the control once you click and just drag it here so that you can have the split. Okay, and here we don't have the proper flow. In this case, what I recommend is you can switch to the geometry, and here you can deactivate this and this, and yeah, now this is fine. Okay, likewise you can try for other issues. You can easily fix them. Yeah, so in this case you can maintain this. You can drag and drop these two. This is the best idea in this case. Okay, similarly here I'd like to join them. So this and this. In this case here, can I switch from here? Nope. can again switch back here, edit mesh, you can drag and drop it. Okay. Well, so in this case, I can activate the brush. Let us see. We have the reconstruct, press tab, fix quality is activated, and try to fix this. It is not working in this region. Yeah, here it worked. In this region, not worked. Let us see, wherever it is possible, we'll try to fix it. So here it is not working. Here also it is not working. In this case also it is not. But you can try with some other issues. Let us see. Activate these and try. Nope. Yeah, some it is trying to fix, some it is not. Okay. In this case, this is, yeah, again an issue. Brush will help us to fix some regions, but not everything. Okay, that we need to remember. Okay, so this is how we use the brush to fix them. Okay, so now I would like to keep these two as it is. So warpage I can remove, angle also not that important, but aspect ratio we need it, skewness also we should remove. Let's focus on them. Okay, this is done. Here this is done, so we have fixed it. Okay, and then here fine, this case also fine. Here we have this directly off elements can so initially we had an option to show these only, but right now I don't think so. So here we have the shoes. In this case I'll simply switch back to the edit mode, and yeah, let me just try to have it like this here. This, if I join, it'll be fine, correct? Yeah, so this is fine in this case. Here also we have shoes. Activate the brush, try to fix that. Let me see, I think a lot of issues. You can activate the geometry, try to remove it, and then yeah, this is fixed. Okay, so once you fix everything, you can release the CAD. So we have the CAD as well into account. Okay, it is attached to CAD now. So what you can do is you can directly go to release mesh, select everything and middle click. Now we have the whole CAD in the model. Okay, and this is the meshed model. If you just uncheck this CAD, you will have only the meshed model. Okay, so this you have it now. So I hope you already got to know how to deal with this. So now I have a few things to showcase you guys. Let's say yeah, in this case I don't want these trias. You can activate the edit mesh and you can drag and drop these trias, so it will try to fix these trias. Okay, this is one of the advanced tool. If you want to split your mesh, you can do it like this. I'm just taking you through few advanced tools here. If you would like to split up to here, you can hold the control and click and just move ahead, and once you feel it is fine, you can simply click and middle click. It will add this. You can remove edges, and here how do we fix it? In this case this would be great. Yeah, like this you can split them wherever it is needed. Okay, so one last one, let us try this. This is not needed, so here you can join these two. In this case this mesh flow is not that good. I'll maintain it like this. Yeah, this is fine. Now I would like to have the perimeter. If you want, you can just do that. You can activate this and try to drag it like this. It is possible. Sorry, so it missed one. Sorry, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, so I can activate the edit geometry. You can drag it like this. Yeah. So in this case, you can split here. can remove this. Here it's an issue. That's fine. Yeah. Likewise, you can play with your geometry and work on it. I hope this video might help you to just deal with this kind of issues in your model, and I hope you can easily fix them. Yeah. So, yep. Now let's say if you would like to deal with the views, you can go here, you can activate the tools and views. So we have all the views activated, top view, isometric views and all. Okay, and if you would like to get back to the auto fit area, it will try to take your model to the initial area. If you would like to zoom in, you can just come here and zoom into the particular area. Okay. Yep, so what else here? So in the 3D sketch we have the different options. So let's say I would like to create a COG here and one center point for this one. So you can go to the points on COG edges, you can select. I would like to select the closed loop, and for this one I would like to have it 1. So point has been generated exactly at this location. Now how do we copy these points? So let's say I would like to create the coordinate system for this. You can utilize this tool, that is copy. You can activate the entity, this one, middle click. Let's say I would like to move it along X, Y, Z are quite different. Okay, let us try. Along with the X, I would like to move 10. Copy 10, middle click, click OK, and you will have 1. And along Z I would like to have 1, so middle click, again do the same, select this, middle click, along Z10. Okay, so this is one thing you need to know. Okay, local coordinates also you can create it and you can do this. Yeah, I think these are the pretty much about the session. I hope you got to know a few basics. And how do we deal with these all the tools? So mostly on the geometry, the heal tool and these all. And in this surface we had seen few tools. And here we have the insert hot points. If you want, you can insert it wherever it is needed. And hot points you can activate. Okay. And yeah, I can just click on wherever it is needed like this. And you can delete the hot points. Okay. If you want, you can join them, but I had shown you this one with advanced editing tools. So this is to cut. Okay, this is just for splitting. As I said, you can directly split it here like this. Okay, but I had showed you how to use the advanced edit mesh. Okay, similarly you can use the align tool. So very important. So let's say I would like to align this straight line along with this one. So what you can do is you can select these elements, or right click, or else you can click next. So I would like to align with respect to this straight line, you can middle click, so it will do like that. Okay, well, so move nodes, as I said, it is the same what we have it here like this. You can move it, but I prefer this one, so you can move on the surface however you want. Okay, well, so in the next session we'll cover how do we customize our user interface. So yeah, so this is all about the basics, how to deal with the geometry cleanup activities, and how do we mesh the simple models.
We heartily thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram for behind the scenes content and the updates. Stay curious, stay awesome, and see you again in the next video.